Hey, and welcome back to more Post to Post. Time for another trivia. You ready?
¿Dónde esté?
Ah, yeah. Let's get her done. 10 photos here for you. Where am I? Part 5.
Really?
Yeah, part
I've done
5 already.
4.
Yeah. So, you actually did pretty good in, I think it was 3. You did really good, actually. That's the one with Estonia and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I think you got like 4 to 10 in that one, which is crazy.
With hints.
With hints, yeah.
Yeah.
So in the previous one we did cities, and you didn't do that great. I don't think you get any right, but that was really hard. On purpose, I made that really hard. We're back to the normal. Where am I? Just standard edition.
Okay.
And some of these I think you're going to get. I think I'm going to predict a 3 out of 10. Because
Wow.
some of them are very hard.
I'd be very happy with a 3 out of 10. I don't normally do well in these videos. As far as the score goes, I have a lot of fun doing them, and I usually guess wrong.
And you're not. No one's really supposed to do good on these because it's so hard. There could be so many places. We hope you play along with us. That would be awesome. If you do, write down your answers in a comment or on a piece of paper, and then comment later and tell us how you did.
It's a lot of fun going through the comments of previous ones where you can see what other people guessed and what they got right and what they got wrong and why they guessed what they guessed. It's helpful.
Yeah,
Very
some people
interesting.
put reasons as why they picked stuff, so that's cool to see.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun to watch those.
We would love it if you could play along. That would be awesome. And you guys really love this series. You keep asking for it, so we're gonna keep doing it.
Here we are.
And all right, no more waiting. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. Number 1. Oh, I don't have it up.
Very tiny picture. Oh, there we go. Oh.
You see it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see it fine. There's obviously an effect there going on, right? No, well, not a fisheye, but it's
Yeah,
like
something's going on here with this in the bottom of the purple.
yeah,
I don't know.
some sort of stitching thing.
Yeah,
or,
it's just a stitching issue, but
yeah. Wow. So it's fairly mountainous terrain because we've got like a road that's way down below. So that's
you
quite
can kind of see it through there as well. The trees looks like the mountain is starting.
yeah. So there's a mountain up in behind. I have been to a little bit of mountainous Pacific coastal stuff in Mexico, although it wasn't that flat out by the beach, so don't know. Looks quite nice. Looks like a place one would want to be. I can see what appear to be tropical trees out by the more coastal hotels over there.
I can zoom in there for you if you'd like.
That's definitely palm trees there now. Thank you for doing that.
Hey, no problem.
All right, so we've got a lot of beautiful clouds in the sky. Oh, the cars, they look like with the black hoods and trunks could be taxis of some kind, perhaps.
Do you notice what direction they're driving on?
Yeah, they're driving opposite what we would normally drive, aren't they?
Yes.
So that would suggest to me that it's a present or former British possession. Thanks for bringing that up. I'll call that a hint.
That was a hint.
Yeah, that's a present or former British possession. So, we could be talking South America. We could be talking a few places in the Pacific, but I'm thinking more Caribbean.
It's tough because you're right. It could be a couple places.
It is. It could be a lot of places. That could be Jamaica. That could be Montserrat. It could be St. Lucia. Some of these places in the Caribbean, some are mountainous because they're volcanoes, but some are very flat because they're coral reefs more than anything else. Like I would be very surprised if you were to tell me that was the Cayman Islands, because I don't think the Cayman Islands have that much terrain.
It's amazing because they're all really close to each other.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, and they have such different geographical features.
Relatively close together.
Yeah.
And they're all completely different. Not all, but yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. I'm going to just, for want of a better reason, never having been there, but knowing that there's some mountains involved, it looks lovely, and I'm sure in some places it is as lovely as it looks. I'm going to say Jamaica.
Do you notice this guy's hat? Or his beanie?
I do now, I see
Actually,
it.
I think that's a girl. My bad.
Okay.
To the right in the red shirt.
Yeah.
That is a Jamaican hat.
Are they visiting from Jamaica, or are they actually in Jamaica?
They are in Jamaica. You are 1 for 1.
Don't think I've done that before. Don't think I've ever got the first one, have I?
Not in this. Not in
this series, no. I'll take it. I didn't notice the colors on that hat, though.
I thought that was going to be the dead giveaway.
Yeah.
It's dead giveaway.
Well, if your father wasn't colorblind, it might have been.
That's true. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Number 2.
Oh, man. So we have... Is that car in the front, that white car, does that have the hood up?
It does.
Are they working on it? Yeah, he's
doing something.
going in there, isn't he? Yeah. This is very high, I would say. We're at high elevation. What kind of animals are those over there? Are they sheep or yaks or...
Those are people
they're
sitting in a
people.
circle.
Okay, so they're not animals at all. I just saw that what could be cows or something. Now that I see it isn't. We've got no vegetation up here.
No, none actually.
We've got a wonderful view of what's going on down below. We've got some cars so you can drive up to it. The sun is fairly low behind the camera.
I see a tower there.
I
in
do
the
see a
middle.
radio tower. That also suggests that it's up high. They would put a tower on the top of a hillside for best
Looks like
coverage.
there's some lights here for airplanes. Maybe?
Really?
They look like...
Yeah, they sort
Airport
of do, but... It'd be odd to have an airport that high in elevation.
No, just to warn people. Like, hey,
Oh,
you're-
I see. Yeah, don't hit me.
Don't-
lights.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
okay, look way down here.
He's got his hood up as well. What's going on here?
I don't know. Maybe it's an elevation issue. Not enough oxygen.
Having the hood up, I don't think fixes that. But
It doesn't.
what's going on
I
there?
don't know.
What's with that?
You can see a GOL in the back of this car.
Is it GOL or a 60L? That could be a Mercedes.
No, that's a G.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's a G.
So maybe the F has fallen off and it's a Volkswagen Golf. Wow. I really don't have much to go on here.
This is a tough one on purpose.
Okay. I can't even really get a sense of what continent that would be.
I can give it to you.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know if I can. I don't know if it's in Central or South America. I think it's in South America.
Okay. I'm going to say Peru.
Pretty close. It's Ecuador.
Ecuador. That was going to be my other
Really?
guess.
Was it really?
It really was, yeah. When you see high terrain like that, Peru and Ecuador border each other.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just a toss-up. So, well done. You got me.
1 for 2.
1 for 2.
All right, here's the next one. This takes a little bit of explanation, actually. So, you're actually on top of a hill looking down.
Okay.
So this is a big hill, and you can see there's some cars down here to the right to
Okay.
give you a perspective of how big this actually is.
Right. And that's ocean over there?
That is ocean. This is all ocean, and there's some stitching mistakes kind of in the left there. But
Okay.
yeah, you're looking down a huge, massive sand dune, basically, or desert, whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
Wow. There aren't too many, well, there are some, but there aren't too many places where the desert, the sand dunes, go right up to the ocean like that.
Yeah, there's only a couple places in the world.
The Arabian Peninsula would be one candidate. I would say Northern Africa, at the top of the Sahara, maybe another candidate. There could even be, like in Western Sahara, towards the Atlantic, could be a candidate for that. Wow. That's tough. Can I have a peek at those cars a little bit?
Sure.
Can we zoom in on those? So they're like Toyota 4Runner or Land Cruiser type
Yeah.
vehicle. So more of a safari kind of looking
Exactly.
thing. So, okay.
You're thinking Africa, though, right?
I am. Yeah, I'm thinking Africa.
There's not much over there.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It is tough. I'm not sure if it's East Africa, West Africa. In the northern hemisphere, the winds blow west to east. More likely to be deserty on the eastern side, I would think, after coming all the way across the continent. Could even be North Africa. I'm going to say Algeria.
You are incorrect. This is actually in the western part of the continent. It's of my favorite country in all of Africa.
Djibouti.
No.
Favorite country in all of Africa?
If I'm going to visit Africa someday, this will be the country that I go to.
Really?
Yep. 100%.
Liberia.
No.
No.
This is Namibia.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Formerly known as Southwest Africa.
Beautiful, beautiful country. This is just north of South Africa.
It is. I've talked to Namibia on the radio.
Have you?
I have. Not lately,
Now,
but
wait, have you talked or have you pinged?
talked.
You've talked.
Talked to a human being at the other side. We spoke back and
I'm
forth.
impressed.
Not a data ping,
No,
real human interaction.
I'm not impressed with your pings. I need people.
Pinging is fine.
So you're 1 for 3.
Okay.
But that one was really hard.
Yeah, and I'm right at the other end of Africa, so I wasn't really geographically even close.
Here's something a little different for you. Number 4.
Now for something completely different. We have overhead power transmission lines.
You do.
We have snow on the ground, but vegetation underneath. So this is a place that does not have permafrost necessarily. Is that a railway on the left?
That is a highway, actually.
It's a highway on the left.
Highway
okay.
on the left. Yeah.
And look at those mountains in the distance. Snow caps.
Yeah.
Peaks.
Got a lenticular cloud there, maybe?
And quite fairly flat terrain going up to those mountains.
Just kind of hits you.
There they are. There's places where the Rocky Mountains do that. You're on a flat prairie, and all of a sudden, mountains. Driving from Calgary up into Banff is a little bit like that. You've done that drive. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, twice actually. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful, but you get into the hills just past like Nose Hill, and the hills are kind of rolling, so it's not a flat prairie anymore. But the mountains, even then, even though you're driving right at them, they kind of sneak up on you.
Yeah, and they're just like it's like boom, just like that, and you just go right into them.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
It is something else. So that doesn't look too different from that, frankly. That it could be Alberta, maybe north central Alberta, going in towards Jasper or a place like that. That's a lot of power lines, though. I don't know if that's common. Can I get a zoom in on that tower to see how
for sure
oddball it looks? Oh no, it's just a normal looking tower, I guess. But there's very little going on. See, I think if that was Alberta, Jasper, on the way into, from Red Deer going west or something like that, I think you'd see more. You'd see more billboards, you'd see more civilization than just this empty looking flat plain. So I'm really at a loss here. That could be the Andes, it could be the Rockies, it could be the coast, well, maybe not the coast mountains. But look at that snow line. That's funny because there's snow on the ground, then there's no snow, and then there's snow up top.
You're right, that is a little strange.
It is strange. It is strange. So clearly, or not clearly, but I think this would be the result of a recent snowfall, or a snowfall that is so localized that it didn't actually get to the mountains, it maybe came from the mountains. That suggests, too, that if weather is going towards the mountains and going up the mountainside, then it would shed its precipitation, too. So that's called orographic lift. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. You got me. I think...
it is a tough one.
It is a tough one.
On purpose.
Now, I just have to guess the country?
Yep.
I'm going to guess the United States.
There are definitely places in the United States that look exactly like this. Literally exactly like this.
But apparently not this one.
This is Russia.
No kidding.
It is Russia.
What mountain range is that?
Is this in the Tunka National Park, I think it's called?
That is gorgeous.
Yeah, Tunka National Park.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah, really cool. It's just, it's right at the bottom. It's almost bordering. It's almost another country.
It's like
almost Kazakhstan, or it's almost whatever. It's right there.
Uzbekistan or Tajikistan or one of the stands.
One of the stands.
Yeah. That's nice. That's beautiful.
It is. It's really cool.
I'm surprised with the jagged mountains and very cool.
Okay, you're gonna like this one. Number 5.
Oh man. Wow.
There are 100,000 places that look exactly like
Well,
this.
there are, but the roundness of those hills on that island, that's very suggestive of some of the pictures I've seen from coastal China.
Okay.
Although coastal China is a little more round and humpy than those ones. But to see the vegetation all the way on top, all the way around, suggests strongly as tropical. Also suggests that it's likely volcanic because of that high terrain, or formerly volcanic, way back millions of years ago. I'm going to say New Zealand.
Ooh. A little off the book there with your...
Little off the book?
You're teasing me with the conversation.
I was?
This is Japan.
I was... Yeah.
Close.
It was on my list.
I mean,
if you asked me to make a top 10 list, I'd put Japan South Korea, and China on that list.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the Philippines and Malaysia and all these places
Yeah.
left
Yeah.
stuff, Vietnam, all kinds of.
Nice.
So
That's beautiful.
yeah, that's probably the toughest one in here because that really could be anywhere. So
Now I feel so much better that they'll get easier from this point on.
number 6.
Oh, wow. A glacier.
Yes.
And it's coming down from the mountains. But again, this can look like
There's a lot of places this could be.
a lot of places this could be. This could be Antarctica. This could be Alaska. This could be northern Canada, up in the Yukon, places like that. It could even be British Columbia. There are glaciers there. The Columbia ice field is comes to mind.
In Alberta?
Yeah, it's on the border, Alberta, BC. More or less. Oh, man. But not a lot going on as far as habitation or infrastructure made by humans. There's a dude standing at quite a tilt there on the
I think
right.
that's just a perspective thing.
I'm guessing.
Yeah. Unless the wind, he's leaning into the wind. It's really, really windy. He's just
Yeah. Those glaciers, they've been a while flowing down from that mountain valley up there. Probably thousands and thousands of years. Some of those rocks and things sitting on top of the ice have been slowly in motion on the way down. Would be an impressive place to visit. I'm going to say, there's even probably places in the Alps in Europe that would look like that, but I think there would be a little more habitation, a little less deserted looking. So I'm going to say Canada.
well done. It says Canada. You're 2 for 6. This is in the Yukon.
Is it the Yukon?
Yukon, yep.
Whoo!
Alrighty.
I'm taking it.
4 to go.
4 to go, and I just need one more to meet your prediction.
I think that, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Of all the places, of all the photos on here, I think you're going to be perplexed by this one the most.
Okay.
Number
Palm tree and snow behind it.
Number 7.
Number 7. I am perplexed.
There's a lot of questions.
A lot of questions. Are we allowed to zoom a little bit?
Where would you like to zoom?
Just straight ahead. Yeah. Okay, we can pan across there.
I'm not sure if you're color blindness, but that is a really colorful building. It's like
Okay.
neon green and purple.
All right. It looks like a walking trail of some kind beside a brand newly paved.
But why is it red? And you can see the dye. Like, why?
I don't know.
Anyway.
So you got this off of Google Street View?
Yeah, on Google Maps.
Look at the size of this place.
It's huge.
Good grief. And brand new pavement. I've seen a lot of videos lately showing new construction in places like China where the economy is just exploding. Then there's all kinds of people living there, and they're putting highways up all over the place just to try to move their goods to market or to shipping points. Although this looks more recreational type paving than it does industrial commercial type paving. But you've got streetlights already mounted there. It looks brand new.
Ready to go.
Ready to go for some kind of thing. Is it the kind of construction you'd see before an Olympic Games or something maybe? Like you would have seen maybe in Sochi
Right.
or something. I'm at much of a loss here, but I think just due to the economy and how things are going with that big economic engine in China, I'm now going to say China here.
You're actually really close. It's Mongolia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm
real close.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'm impressed. So that must be Ulaanbaatar, because that's the only large city, I think,
I'm
in
not sure.
Mongolia. Wow. Ha!
Well, it's strange that just a red dye on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
What? Why?
I don't know.
There's
I
obviously a
don't
reason, but
understand. Yeah.
there we go.
Ooh, boys and girls, look at that. Wow.
This is number 8.
We are up high. Is that snow over there? Can you zoom in? on
It
that?
is, yeah,
It
it
is
is
snow,
snow, yeah.
okay. But we've got lots of green underneath it. So it's a place that has vegetation. So it's high, but it's not so high that it won't grow anything. So we're not talking 15 or 20,000 feet. We're probably talking below 10,000, I would say.
Snow up there to the left as well.
Yeah, some snow there. And of course, almost any place can get snow for a day or two,
Yep.
long enough for the picture to happen. But a lot of green underneath that, so it looks like it's either summer or it's a place where that even winter doesn't get all that frigid. Very, very steep valley there between the two. Look, we could be talking the mountains of Wales around Snowdonia. We could be talking northern Scotland. We could be up in Scandinavia with this. Maybe even Greenland.
It could be Newfoundland.
This could be Newfoundland. You're just trying to fool me, aren't you? Is this Grossmorn? I've been to Grossmorn, and I'm sure.
Have you really?
Yeah, I have. It's unbelievable. It's so hard to fathom that such craggy beauty could exist in Atlantic Canada. Like, we're in Atlantic Canada. It's beautiful here, but we're known mostly for beaches, lighthouses, the Fundy, tides, lobster. We're not known for mountains. And Grossmorn is very rough terrain.
It is.
It's very mountainous looking. It looks, several views I've had of Grossmorn look like Alberta. You know, just these huge fields of rocks and fjords and everything. It's quite something. It's beautiful up there. Now, that doesn't help me with this, though. But you've got that stupid look on your face, I know that.
How dare you?
Yeah. I'm going to hate myself for this. I'm going to say Scotland.
Close. It's the land of many fjords.
Norway.
It's Norway. There's a lot of places. This is hard.
That's hard.
It's really hard.
That's hard.
Could be a lot of places.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Have you seen the highway system that they're putting in place in Norway?
No.
It is unbelievable.
What's so special about it?
Okay, this is a conversation to get a little off topic here. We're going to have to take a little bit of a break.
All right.
It spans like from southern Norway all along the left or the west, all the way up to like the most northern big town. I can't remember the name, but it's the I-35 or whatever it's called, and they have to make a lot of engineering decisions. So we're talking underwater, we're talking overwater, we're talking not just a little bit underwater, like 300 meters underwater, floating underwater, not like there's parts where you have to go over a fjord, and there's cruise ships that go through there. So you can't build, it's so, like the distance between land is so massive that you can't put a typical bridge. It has to be a suspension bridge, and they're not even sure, like engineering, they're not even sure if that's going to work.
Wow.
It's so massive, so they have to try and figure out what they can do. It's too deep to put an underground tunnel, so they're thinking of putting a floating underwater tunnel. So there'll be big blocks in sections that float, and it just steel rods it hangs down.
Oh man!
With enough clearance for the.
So essentially, it's an underwater bridge almost.
Yes, and they have to. There's not just a couple of these. There are like it's like there's one section in a town that has this underwater thing and a big giant like exit ramp, which in the exit ramp's like 25 minutes. You have to go underneath the mountain, come around. Just that section alone is like $46 billion or something. That's just in this one town. Like it's massive. There's a video on this on YouTube. Just search Norway new highway system or something like that. You'll find it. There's a video. It's got like 2.8 million views and explains it all and animations and stuff. It looks unbelievable. It looks amazing, but terrifying. Anyway,
I can't imagine. I'd like to drive onto a floating tunnel underneath a fjord.
It looks scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
All right, back to this.
Alrighty.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Lots of things to ask questions about or to think about.
Okay.
I forget where this is.
So we've got a BMW leading the pack in the middle lane. The cars are driving on the right side of the road. And that PTE.25 PTE could be ponte or pont for bridge. 25 something is probably a famous date of a revolution or something like that. So, 25 de Mayo or whatever. So I'm thinking it's a place that speaks Portuguese or Spanish, or Italian perhaps.
Looks like another BMW back there on the white.
Yeah.
I think.
So, please don't tell me this is the bridge that collapsed in Italy last week.
There's a bridge that collapsed in Italy?
Yeah. There's like a couple of dozen or two people were on the bridge and...
Was it a suspension bridge?
Yep.
Was it the biggest in the world? Because it's the biggest suspension in the world. Big bridge in the world, I think, is in Italy.
I don't know if it was the biggest in the world. I don't believe it was. But it was a very important bridge that connected Italy with some of the... like with France. So it wasn't right on the border, but it was on the Italian side. Yeah, it was very scary. And they still don't know what they're going to do. They've just got some of the mess cleaned up. I think they have all the bodies recovered, but it's not pretty.
Dang.
But it doesn't look like this area, so I'm going to hope that it's not it. A lot of white buildings. Can we get down beside the bridge there with all those white buildings there, just so I can get a better look at those?
Yeah, I can zoom
A lot
in
of
there.
white stone, just...
A lot of white.
A lot of white. Awful lot of white. So, no point beating around the bush here. Yeah, and it's that, if we go this way, so is that ocean out there?
Oh, yeah. Big
That's
time.
ocean.
Well,
Okay.
water, whatever.
Yeah, so I'm going to say Italy.
Italy. Ah, you're so close. It's Portugal.
It was on my list,
I
as
know.
you heard.
You said Portuguese, and
Dang.
you know what this means.
I have to get this
You
next
have to get the next one right
one. The pressure.
for my prediction to come true.
The pressure's building. The pressure's
The
building.
last one, number 10.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Isn't that something? That's beautiful.
It is, yeah.
That's beautiful. So that church steepley looking thing over there, that's got a very Greek Orthodox kind of look to it, to my eye. You've got those tall, skinny trees that you often will see around Greece and the Greek islands. You've got a conventional looking church there with the two steeples in the back. So I think we're talking Europe. I think it's safe to say we're talking Europe. Several other bridges going across this river, whatever it might be. So we've got...
It's got a very classic look to it.
It does. It does. I wonder if that's Buddha on one side and Pest on the other, which would make this Romania. Because they both straddle that the river there. It's almost like a spillway, isn't it?
Yeah, I
going that
was
way?
just thinking, like, what would that be for? Like,
Yeah.
what- a little strange.
A little dam maybe to create extra water up this end for boating or power generation or something like that. But I don't think the Danube would have itself blocked off like that. A lot of ships go up and down through there, so I don't think it's that. Man, that's tough. That's very tough. I'm going to say, wow. I'm going to say the Ukraine.
Oh, you're real close.
Oh,
You're real close. It's the Czech Republic. Or, sorry, Czechia. Unfortunately, my prediction did not come true. But she still did pretty good.
I have let you down.
You were close on a few, like the Portugal
I've let down
one.
the people of YouTube. Yeah, I was like the Japan when I was close because
Yeah.
I could easily have chosen Japan. I might not have chosen the Czech Republic here as my second choice, but I was thinking Romania, the Ukraine, someplace in southeastern Europe. Like if you just showed me the left-hand side with that church and those beautiful buildings,
You would have guessed another country.
well, I might have said like Croatia or something. And if you just showed me the right-hand side, I would have said, Uzbekistan or something.
because
Like
of the
it's-
churches, eh?
Yeah,
Completely.
completely.
It's the churches that...
It's the churches
give
that
you hints.
give it away, or in this case, don't give it away.
And that's the
Yeah.
fun of this, is the process of going through, trying to make a decision with all the little hints in the photo.
Yeah. Well, like,
So.
it obviously is a place that has a mixture of different types of, in this case, Christianity, I'm guessing, because you've got Roman Catholicism of the Roman Catholic Church variety, with the Vatican as the headquarters, and you've also got the Eastern Orthodox Church. They're also a variety of Catholic, but they're not Roman Catholic. They're Greek Orthodox Catholic, and they all worship the same dude, but in many different ways, and they have different buildings that celebrate.
Yeah, you need the facilities to
do their thing.
And yeah.
I like that. That was a good one. I
Awesome.
appreciate your work there.
Cool. Well, I hope you appreciate it again, because we're just about to film another one of these, part 6,
The dickens
coming
you
up.
say.
And if you'd like to see that, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button below. And if you are subscribed, or maybe if you're not subscribed and are going to subscribe, if you hit the little bell down below, you'll be notified of every time that we upload. And if you are new here, since this is part 5, Logic tells me to tell you that there are 4 previous videos of this series that you should go watch if you haven't seen them already. If you would, that would be awesome. If you'd like to subscribe and see the future ones, that would be awesome too. So thanks, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys had fun. Don't forget to tell me down below how you guys did. And really curious, because this was a tough one. So, all right, hope you're having a good day. We'll see you next one. Adios.